Hi guys, I hope you are all doing well. Let's see today's question. So today's question we are taking this up from the topic of functions. And if I talk about the question which is given to us here from this topic, the question asks us to find the range of a function f of x, which is given to us as 4 times sine inverse of x square upon x square plus 1. And for this range of the function, we have been given four options. The first option is given to us as closed interval of x from 0 to 2 pi. So what does that mean? Basically is that values of x can lie from 0 to 2 pi. So it can be equal to 0 as well as equal to 2 pi. Second option tells us closed interval of 0 but an open interval of 2 pi. That means that x can be greater than or equal to 0 because it's a closed interval. But since for 2 pi it is an open interval, that means x should be less than 2 pi. Third option, 0 to pi, closed interval for 0 and open interval for pi. And the last option given to us is closed interval of 0 and pi. So closed interval is always shown to us by a square bracket and open interval is always shown to us by a round bracket. So we need to figure out which one of the four options is the range of this function. So let's figure out the value of the function here. So we have been given this expression first inside. So let's calculate the minimum and maximum value. So we get the range of this expression at least. So x square upon x square plus 1. If I try to simplify this idea, to make numerator and denominator same, I'll add 1 and subtract 1 and then separate the denominator. So what I get here is x square plus 1 cancels from the numerator and denominator. You are left with 1. And you have here minus 1 upon x square plus 1. So basically, you have this entire expression simplified like this. Now let's try to find the minimum and maximum value of this expression. So let's do that. Now if I talk about the values of x that I can have here, since it is the square, we know square of anything can be either 0 or positive. So the minimum value of x square I can put here is 0. So if I try to put the minimum value of x square as 0, I get x square plus 1 is equal to 0 plus 1, which is 1. And here if I put that 1 upon x square plus 1, that is equal to 1 upon 1, which is 1. So 1 minus 1 upon x square plus 1, that is 1 minus 1, 0. I get the minimum value of this entire expression as equal to 0. So it will be equal to 0 or greater than 0. Let's try to find the maximum value. So for the maximum value, if I try to put the square of x, it won't go till infinity because it would become an undetermined form. To have a determined form of an answer here, I understand that I can put any value less than infinity. So infinity square plus 1. So basically it will become 1 minus. So if I try to find out maximum value of that expression, it should be less than maximum value I will get here and I put that as infinity. So it should be less than 1 minus 1 upon infinity square plus 1, which is infinity. So 1 upon 1 upon infinity, which is 1 minus 0. So we get a determined form of answer. So I get maximum value of this expression would be less than 1. So if I try to write the range for the entire expression, 1 minus 1 upon x square plus 1 is greater than or equal to 0 but less than 1. Now what I have been told here is you have to use the idea of sine inverse. So if I take sine inverse on both sides, I get sine inverse of 1 and sine inverse of 0. So we know sine inverse of 0 is still 0. So I get 0 sine inverse of 1 minus 1 upon x square plus 1. And here you have sine inverse of 1 and that 1 occurs for the angle of pi by 2 radians. Sine inverse of this entire expression has the closed interval of 0 because it is still equal to 0, but it is less than pi by 2. So it is an open interval for pi by 2. But we don't want sine inverse only with this expression. We also need to multiply 4. So if I multiply 4 throughout, what I get here is 2 ones are 2 twos are. So you get the entire expression to become 4 into 0, which is 0, less than or equal to 4 sine inverse of 1 minus 1 upon x square plus 1. That is less than or equal to, not equal to, it is just less than 2 pi. So I'll put that as less than 2 pi. So I get the range of the function f of x that was given to me 4 sine inverse 1 minus 1 upon x square plus 1. So basically this is nothing but the original form. If I write it down, x square upon x square plus 1. That range, we have got that as closed interval of 0 but an open interval of 2. So if we see that option which it matches with is option B. So B is the correct answer for the question given to us. I hope you have understood how to solve this type of questions which deals with the ideas of finding the range of the functions. So we first figured out the range of this entire expression inside the bracket. So x square upon x square plus 1, we simplified that in the form of 1 minus 1 upon x square plus 1. Since it was square, we know square of anything can be equal to 0 or positive. So we took minimum value of that entire expression as equal to 0 or greater than 0. And for the maximum value, we got it less than 1. Because if I put infinity, I'll get an undetermined form. I cannot have it equal to 1. It should be less than 1. Once I got a range of the function here, that it is less than equal to 0 and less than, so greater than equal to 0 and less than 1. I just put sine inverse throughout. So if I took the sine inverse of all the three parts, I got that as 0, pi by 2 and sine inverse of this expression. Then we just multiplied by 4 because I needed 4 to be multiplied. So I got that entire expression as equal to or greater than 0 but less than 2 pi. So you got the range as closed interval of 0 and an open interval of 2 pi. So that matches with option B and you get the correct answer for the question here. I hope you have understood how to solve this type of questions which deals with the ideas of finding the range of the functions. I'll see you again tomorrow with some other question from some other topic. And we are going to continue our series of questions on 11, 12 as well as JEE mains. So stay tuned for more videos to roll out. Also, do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Do share these videos with your friends also who are involved in the preparation of the questions on JEE. So they can also take the benefit from these questions which we are solving on everyday basis. Thank you.